just align my way. Light up 42 on the flights we taking. Pouring out my soul and this might sound crazy. Lot of falling now, so me build foundation. Never had a lot, this is all I need. People never care till it's R.I.P. Niggas turning back on me for no good reason. Every day it's another history page flip. Every day it's another nigga we made it. Every day we appreciate cause the nights was long. Every day just another day I could right my wrongs. Go radio. Too many niggas drown just trying to follow the wave. Shout out to the homies that got up out of that phase. Realized it was a trap and they got up out of that cage. Yeah, these days the only thing lit is the Palestine to a sage. Let it burn like Usher, you got it bad. Daddy's home, and when the pain folded me over, I handled that alone. When the pressure broke me to pieces, that was the deepest. When I couldn't put the shit back together, but had to keep it while keeping it a secret. Just to advance more, couldn't give daps and hugs I had my hands for. Couldn't get back the love that people asked for. Couldn't stay on track because this shit's a crash course. Imagine chasing your dreams while getting chased by the task force. Remember when they locked me up outside my show? Ain't even do shit, they just ain't want me to blow. He looked inside the van, flashlight in his hand, and he said to my man, which one of you niggas lost? Go radio. Nobody spoke. That was the night that I went to jail with my folks. Shit was dope, that's the night I made a bond with my niggas, we never broke. I hope you finding the real you. Hope you take the pieces that broke you and let them build you. And you ain't gotta fuck her just cause she feel you. These bitches trouble, they let the nigga in there to kill you. Gone too soon, my nigga, I'm glad we worked once. I rolled on that hook with Tip car on purpose. Jazzy Fate brought me through, but I was nervous. Tip took over, I ain't wanna do a disservice. Took it as a lesson and obviously I flourished. I had to embody whatever had me embarrassed. That's the night I said I do and made a marriage. Not with the lift off, but the pitfalls I cherish. I use my downfalls to fuel me. I rock my war scars as jewelry. I never wanted to gain something and lose me. The pain don't confuse me cause never had a lot, this is all I need. People never care till it's R.I.P. Niggas turn their back on me for no good reason. Loyalty is priceless and it's all I need. Can't burn the bridge just to light my way. Light up 42 on the flights we taking. Pouring out my soul and this might sound crazy. A lot of falling now, so me build foundation. Never had a lot, this is all I need. Never care till it's R.I.P. Niggas turning back on me for no good reason. Go radio.
Make it out the hood by any means necessary. Keep your eyes open for your adversary. Trying to steal your heart like the 14th of February. You gon' make it out, no, you never worry. Slow it down, take your time, never hurry. Never live in fear, man, them niggas scary. You know a nigga keep it 30 like it's Stephen Curry. If it's in the past, then it's dead and buried. Move on. Shake it off. Spread your wings, you taking off. They can never make it out of what you. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Only way to make a gain is to take a loss. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. I'm finna talk about something with y'all.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Los Angeles, California.
If you're new to the live stream, I always play music before I talk about my title, so y'all sit tight. I'm already married.
This is Go Radio. All right, I gotta press play on y'all. Put you up on the hottest new shit in the city. Let's get it.
I appreciate it, man, but I'm married, yeah.
I think everybody knows time.
You are now listening to Go Radio.
Yeah.
Never wait, nigga, meditate. Don't visualize the vicious lies they perpetuate. We connect to the ethers and redirect your faith.
And when they come at you crooked, just
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Ham.
keep still until it moves to earth.
We'll get started shortly. I just want to hear this song.
Trust in the universe to set it straight. He who is grounded don't seek control. You feed your soul by letting go. That's how you levitate.
Keep it, that's how you work through the pain. Never chase what you fear losing, it ain't worth it to gain. Never let them put out your fire, just to burn you with shame. And never deal with every person the same. Some love sunshine and roses, but don't appreciate the dirt and the rain. Just that mud shit.
And not a cup of it to make you lean, that in your blood shit. To run through your veins and make you fiend for a better day. Seen his mama nodding, now his faith crashing.
And when he seen his pop lock, he wasn't breakdancing.
He was heartbroken. Here's something thought-provoking.
A man whispered in the ear of a loudmouth and said, most killers is soft-spoken. I found myself in situations I lost hope in.
Praying that Allah open all the gates. Shorty want me fall in love, but baby I got fallen faith. Fuck love, fuck fame, I swear this shit is all a chase. Imagine that shit, not chasing my dreams to chase a nagging ass bitch. I don't need no hoe to put
it down on me. I need that queen to put that crown on me.
I need a queen to put that crown on me.
Okay. Hopefully I'm not buffering. Am I buffering anybody?
I need a goddess to put that glow on me. Knowing how Blacks got robbed, she put that woe on me. I guess you addicted to the bad boys. You wanna cry in a Bentley and make the tabloids.
You need some real options other than shit popping, pill popping, hill shopping. Shit got real, I've been more in my root chakra. A voice told me it was written, these niggas gonna take big L's trying to Tupac you. Shit, you ain't never lied. These niggas tough on the outside, scared to death inside. And when they see me in the flesh, it give them legend vibes. Everybody claim they stepping, but nobody dance with me cause they only letting the electric slide.
This for my niggas cleansing they oil field. Fucking with them CMOS smoothies, taking they chlorophyll. Rappers getting dry, so bitch I'm back like the water bill. A lot of them gotta be curious how every time I spit it's an out-of-body experience.
Truth be told, no lies, I'm too great for you.
You niggas never catching up.
I tried to wait for you. I don't know if y'all finna play or if y'all finna be for real. It's King Lou TV. As you see the title, I'm finna talk about the childhood that I never had. I'll talk about a lot of different topics. That's the topic. Because I know, as I was praying with my wife this morning, it's kids out there that grew up without growing up, just like me. And I want to shine some light on that today. I'm not trying to have no motherfucking pity party, though. I don't need nobody in here trying to, you know what I'm saying? It hit different. Let's start there. You come in this bitch playing, you gone. I'm not even finna waste no time with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. My mod ain't. Be respectful. You could either vent with me, talk with me, disagree, whatever it is. But whatever you do, man, respect me, man, or you're going to get put out this motherfucker, man. Straight up. Now, I want to speak on this topic that nobody talk about. And that's childhood upbringings. These kids growing up. You wonder why the world messed up, because these kids ain't able to grow up. We gotta be able to have some healthy childhoods. I remember I was watching a video yesterday about the mother and the son who got jumped on. And it was a mother out there speaking, and she was just basically saying, like, you know, it's the school fault that my children are the way that they are, and it's the school system, you know. I couldn't believe that shit, because I'm like, damn. So growing up, give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Just had to get my morning coffee, but yeah, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Y'all see the title below. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Anybody remember where I left off? I don't know, but I know. I was talking to y'all about how the video. It was a mother. She was talking about the schools is the reason behind why her why kids are going through whatever they're going through. But me personally, I feel like whatever a child does, whatever a child says, it's literally from what they see. It's literally from what they live around. That's why you got a lot of young people in Chicago that carry guns and they do stuff like that because they see that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they just chose a gun, like they see this stuff. So when you see this stuff, then you want to try the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you try the stuff, some stuff that you try, you ain't gonna be able to just wash it off like a stain or something, or like a mess that you made. You ain't just gonna some stuff you can't just clean up. You feel me? But I wanted to speak on this because I know a lot of people see me on here. They don't know my story though. So I never had a childhood. I used to always see mothers and fathers with their children. I used to always see mothers and fathers at graduations and circus, gym, you name it, bro. I was everywhere I looked, being that I didn't have my parents. It was crazy because it was like even living with my family, like well, living with my mom's family, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing my aunties and uncles, they doing what they gotta do for their kids. You know what I mean? So growing up without my parents, it left me very empty on the inside. You know what I mean? Like I ain't really know how to feel because I was always searching. I was always searching. I was always just looking. Damn, where my mom at? Where my mom at? Okay, any minute now she gonna walk through the door. Where my dad at? Any minute now he gonna walk through the door. I never knew how much I needed my parents in my life till I just completely did not have them in my life at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not sure where they are, bro. I did try to live with my father in high school, but I'm 34 now, so I mean that was probably like 15 years ago. My mom, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I know my parents, man. They lost me, man. They lost me to the system, bro. I was adopted. You know what I'm saying? So even when I was seeing them, I was low key still lost as fuck. Cause I'm like, okay, like, don't I'm supposed to leave with you? So like everybody in my mom's family would tell me that she a bad mother, you feel me? And I'd be like, huh? I don't get no fuck where she at. I always would say like at the end of the day, I just want her though, and they would always tell me like, nah, your mom is a crackhead, your mom is ooh, your mama, she don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mama, woo, right? So I'll just be looking like, okay, I still want my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like that never stopped me from wanting my mother though. You get what I'm saying? So as I started to get older, shit, I was wondering, man. I'm like, where the fuck she at then? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where the fuck my dad at? You know what I'm saying? And as I'm thinking about it, like mentally, if I was to break down to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Hey, mom's still always going to be the queen, brother. Nah, not in my situation, bro. A lot of people have toxic mothers, brother. Sorry. But I think as biblical, biblical, we should honor our mothers and fathers, though. I ain't gonna lie, for real. Try, you feel me? Um, mentally, without my what, growing up without my parents, it had me looking at this invisible box, and it's hard to explain, but it's like I was very patient as years were going on, uh, I was really trying to, be patient with her returning to my life. Her and my father. So every year that went by, no matter what I was doing, no matter where I was at, I just still was just like, all right, fuck. I know any given minute now, she gonna be walking up, he gonna be walking up. Some of the craziest moments, graduations and shit. Man, just imagine, right? So typical things that you guys know as kids growing up, I don't know a lot of things because I didn't, because you know how like your parents teach you certain things. You get what I'm saying? And it be little common sense shit. It be little simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? It be little stuff, and it'd be like one time I was talking to my wife, and she was like, "Have you been to such and such?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't never been there." She like, "What? Everybody been there." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I ain't go nowhere." You know what I'm saying? She would ask me when we chilling. My wife would ask me like, "Have you seen Woo Woo before?" And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't never seen that." And she like, "Damn, everybody seen that." And I'm like, "I know, man." So my life, man, it was so, you know what I'm saying? It was so like, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I didn't know who the fuck, I didn't know what to look for at that point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know I didn't even know if I was a person or not. All I knew was I wanted my parents and they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like her sisters, her family, because I got adopted by her family, they really, no disrespect to them, you know what I'm saying? But they was doing what they had to do for their kids. They really couldn't do much for me, you know what I mean? Like they had their own kid. They have their own kids. Some of them got two kids, some of them got three kids. So I'm watching my cousins and them have their parents. Um, and I would get upset. I would get upset when I noticed that they was disrespecting their parents. Cause I'm like, damn man, at least you got your parents. Shit. You disrespect them. Even though disrespectful parenting is a thing though. Did y'all hear about the girl killing her mama and recording it on Snapchat? And I think she got locked up. So toxic parenting is one thing, and I don't approve of that, her doing that. I'm just saying, like, it's bad parenting out here, guys. Like, parents could be bad parents too. Um, Especially like foster parents, like they could be bad too. Um, Growing up, man, my foster parent, bro, she didn't care about me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She didn't know who I was living in her crib. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it was sad because she knew the other kids that was living in there with us. I think it was three of us all together. But it's a cold world out here. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, bro, I understand the family abandoned me. Most of everything I know now. I had to figure out myself. I'm talking about spot on exactly what my message really is today. I learned everything on my own and damn near the hard way at that. Things that everyone else had the opportunity to have or do, you didn't have. You didn't, and you pretty much had to be an adult and have a childhood experience you never had. Yeah, I did. And excuse me, y'all, if I cry a little bit, but as I think about my life, like I never was able to be a child. I was never able to be a child. So I feel like I play a big part in a lot of, you know, situations I was going through, like, going in and out of jail. Um, I used to be real angry. I used to be angry not because I hate the world, but I was angry because I really wanted my parents, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was jealous. I was silently jealous most of my life because I still had to go to school. I still had to go to high school, man. And my grandma, she had to come up there and all the friends, they like That's your mama? And it's like, that's my grandma. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. But whole time I'm seeing them with their mama though. I'm seeing them with their dad, and I'm just like, damn, bro. I wish I could see how that feel. I wish I knew how, it feels to be able to go to your mom or go to your dad. I used to be like, um, just wanting to know how that feel to just be cared for by your parents. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I was blank most of my whole fucking life. Like I was blank in a motherfucker. Like I ain't know, I didn't know what to really think, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And this is another reason why I became so quiet and why I just started to listen a lot more than I would talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to hear it because all I would think is like, damn, like what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like why do I feel lost? Why am I around so many people but I feel so alone? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Times we cry if you hold your tears back because of what someone thinks, then you're not human. For sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we all cry, man. That's why I'm like, if I cry, y'all, don't I ain't trying to chase no clout. I just, feeling that pain from what I'm expressing to y'all. You know what I mean? So I agree 100%. We all human. You know what I mean? Uh, and this is not a pity live. I don't need nobody crying for me. And I just, man, like, it's okay. Just hear me, talk to me, explain your experience. That's it. I ain't trying to have no pity party. Get you see everyone with their family and you don't get what they feel because you don't really know what they feeling. I didn't know what they was feeling. I didn't know how that felt. Watching a mother walk up to her son and kiss him on the forehead and say, "Have a good day at school." And I'm going to my homie crib and he telling his mama that I ain't got no money to get no food. So she like, well, I'm gonna buy him some food. Or watching my homie get a brand new pair of shoes while his mama get them for him or his dad get them for him. And I'm just like, damn, what the hell? How does that shit really feel? Like, how does it feel to like have a parent that really cares for your well being? You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, you as a human, you as creating you. See, ever since I became a parent, I love the fuck out of my kids. And I'm gonna love them forever. And I don't never in my life want my son to feel what I felt. I don't want my daughters to feel what I felt growing up without my father. I don't want them to feel that shit because I ended up going to jail. I ended up making horrible decisions out my life. I was steady going in and out of jail, y'all. I was lost as hell. Like I was out here. Homies and shit, they ain't know that I was lost. They was just trying to use me for whatever they could. They didn't know why I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared because I ain't had my parents. So the anger that I got from not having my parents made me not afraid of nobody because I was so mad that I couldn't have my parents that I was like, whoever wanted could get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of young brothers turn to thugs because we be so mad. We don't know how to handle ourselves. We don't have that mentor. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that mentorship, that guidance. You feel what I'm saying? To lead us to go make the right decisions and shit. So this is the old me though. Like I'm just venting to y'all right now. You get what I'm saying? Like I gotta y'all gotta know who I am. You feel me? But I got a story though. Like I ain't weak though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not weak though. Like I'm just human, bro. Like that shit was crazy, bro. I don't know how my life would have been if I would have never went through that shit though. I don't know if I would have been this good of a person, y'all. Cause right now to this day, through all that shit, y'all, I'm not violent. I don't commit crimes and shit. I don't even hang with niggas from the hood no more. Like, so everything changed because I'm still learning every day. But like, I can't believe I had that long of like a drive, bro, to have to literally just. Do you know how it feels to have to wake up every day and say, all right, whew, no mom and dad today. Let me go ahead and let me go pick up my report card because ain't nobody else finna pick up my report card. My auntie and them busy. My granny, she too old. She can't pick up my report card. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm gonna see what we talking about. Yeah, I seen somebody saying. Right. He said a trend. I ain't know crying was a trend, but everybody cry though. So it's no way that crying could be a trend when literally every person on earth can cry right now. They can be happy, they can be sad, they can be whatever. I just have to know how to get up on our own 2 feet. I'm on my well, I'm not on my feet right now. I'm sitting down, but that's right. Romans 8:37, nay, in all things we are more than courageous through him that loved us. Yeah. Yeah, my head up, bro. I appreciate y'all. My head up. I just had to, that shit is painful growing up without your parents, man. That's why I don't understand the system. And I got a few videos about the system. But I don't understand the system, y'all. Like, I needed my fucking parents, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't even care what my mom's family and dad family said. I needed them. Maybe I could have helped them change to be better people. Maybe fucking not. But right now, the worst part about it is y'all don't know my fucking biological mom hate me, bro. I don't even know why. And I think my dad do too. And I don't even know why. And honestly, I don't know how they feel about me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know. Everyone deals with suffering in their own way. Yeah. Yes, having someone to care about you is the biggest key to life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Believe in God the Most High, we left. 5013C Church is a long time ago. We pray every day, keep God close to us in our hearts every day. Let me mention that because maybe y'all like, oh, he just on here crying. Look, God is the head of my life. Me and my wife say a prayer every morning and read the scripture every day faithfully. So, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know how y'all live, but it's okay to cry, y'all. I hope y'all do know that shit. Like, don't think that you can't cry, bro. Like, I know some people get online and they turn their camera on and they cry and they want cash apps and they want this and they want that. But number one, I don't want no cash app from none of y'all. I don't want no money. I'm not doing this for clout. I don't want 1 million subscribers. I don't want none of that. I just need genuine people here. I know the world is uncontrollable, so I know I can't stop the ignorance that's gonna come in here, the negativity, but I know I'm gonna focus more on the positivity though. So prisoners that have a puppy to look after show decreased signs of aggression. Prisoners that have a puppy to look after show decreasing. I don't know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't. What sir say? All right, I'm trying to read all y'all comments. Okay, anybody that has a problem with the grown man crying as if you don't cry or not supposed to, you not human, leave the stream. We don't believe in trends, so please stop aligning him with other people. I cried on my stream because I can. I don't want y'all cash apps. I don't want no money from y'all. So like, let's be 100. When people be crying online, they be, yeah, could somebody cash at me and help me? Like, I don't want nothing from y'all. So what is my motive of doing it?
Y'all don't gotta subscribe for me crying. So what would be my true come up from crying to y'all? What I'm gonna come up off of? See, a lot of y'all problem is though, respectfully, as I say this to y'all literally believe and run with anything. You supposed to believe half of what you see, and you don't supposed to believe nothing of what people tell you. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some count slackness, but is long suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. What? For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Savior, who will have all men to be saved and to come into the knowledge of the truth. Hey, bro, somebody was doing. You must be the same dude from yesterday, bro. If you see my title pin below, please stay on topic. I know. I don't want you to go out of control with our Father's scriptures, though. Like, please, accordingly, put them accordingly, because I'm trying to fairly read everybody comment. But if you keep doing what you want to do in my life, because I run this live, then I'm gonna have to put you out. I ain't gonna lie. In Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being 100 to y'all. Like, because somebody came here the other day and they was like, read the scriptures that I post. And I'm like, bro, calm down. Like, that ain't how God would tell me, ask me. Like, don't, if you ain't a good person, then don't even put no scriptures in my stuff. A lot of y'all addicted to control too. It's a lot of false prophets out here too. I was really finna title my live False Prophets and talk about that, but I switched it and said I'm gonna talk about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of false prophets out here. Like I said yesterday, it's people that know the Bible front and back, but they evil as ever. I promise to God, my only reason, I don't want no cash app, I don't want no subscribers, I don't want none of that. What I do want to do, what I do want to complete with this live stream is I want to show y'all through growing up without my mom and dad, through growing up without majority of everything that a lot of y'all had, even if you just had one parent, look at me now. I'm not in jail, I'm not dead. I'm not evil. I'm not violent. And I'm not finna try to prove it to nobody either, but I just know who I am. Like I take accountability. I'm not lazy. Nope, I'm definitely not lazy. And I don't like fried chicken like that. And I barely like watermelon and shit. But I'm trolling with them statements. But for real though, like, look at me. You can be like this too. You just gotta accept it. You know what I mean? You gotta accept the things that you can't change. That's all. Yeah, that's it. I truly appreciate the scriptures because I'm a God fearing man. But all I'm gonna say is, this my live. If I ask for a scripture to place it in the chat, how you do it. Other than that, don't just come in here loading my chat up with that because I ain't asked you to do that. Okay? You don't forget they made you, bro. You were your mother's and most everything for 9 months. If my mother, if you know what, I ain't gonna talk about that on here because I was finna say something, bro. All I could say is, did y'all hear about the girl that went viral for killing her mom? Do y'all hear these young black women coming out? I seen another young black woman recording her mom try to fucking fight her. So I need y'all to understand something about mothers and fathers. Like, we supposed to honor them, and we ask God to help us do that. But I'm gonna tell y'all for real, like, it's bad parents out here, y'all. And they don't deserve to get killed or nothing like that or go through any violent things. But they do deserve to get cut off if they cannot respect you, if they cannot honor you as their child. Our parents not supposed to provoke us, bro, to anger. So I'm saying that to say, like, I get what you're saying, bro, but like parents have to be good parents too, bro. Like me. Bro, some will understand that sometimes you must show feelings. Everyone just expects the best of you, but they forget all the downs. I'm talking about, I ain't never cried on my live streams, bro. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. I'm talking about, y'all really don't know what I'm going through, bro. And if I was to really tell y'all, you talking about some, I wish people would be offline. I would have to tell y'all this my story offline. I can't. It's so serious that I can't tell y'all on this channel. Even if the system wasn't watching me, because I'm actually fighting. Like the twist is right. I grew up in the system, and I'm fighting the same system for my children as we speak right now. But that's not even the part of my story that I can't tell online. I could tell that part of my story, but it's a lot more a part of my story that I can't even say on here. I can't even say it. And it's not like a legal or illegal thing. It's just, it's a lot, bro. But I changed my title to this today because I wanted to tell y'all about me. I see a comment already asking me to tell y'all about me. I was supposed to make a video. I was supposed to make a video for y'all introduction and who King Lou TV is, where I came from. So where y'all want me to start at? Y'all want me to start from my childhood to now? Grammar school, high school, what's up? The Bible says, honor thy mother, thy father. We can still do that and keep them at a distance and let God work on them. Amen. That's all I'm saying to CJ, bro. He not wrong with nothing that he's saying, but you gotta understand, like, just because they got the title mother, father, brother, whoever it is, no matter who it is, co-worker, it don't matter. If they're not good for you, you have to give them the distance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got to. Talk about it. Talk about what? Yeah. All right, sir. I know a nigga named Sir. I used to hoop with somebody named Sir. Okay. I grew up with a very toxic mother. Nobody believed me until I reached my late 20s. If your mother, father loved you, drag you into, they wouldn't drag you into mental facilities for 3 years straight because you want to love. Exactly. I remember when I first seen my mom, bro. You know, she was drunk as hell. She was off something. I don't know what she was off. And she had bought me some shit. She had bought me some clothes and shit. And she was like, it was some nice ass Air Max and shit, jacket and shit. And as she was giving it to me, bro, I'm looking at her like, thank you. And she drunk and shit. So I'm like, I just want my mama. You feel what I'm saying? So this what I tell her. I just want my mom, man. Mind you, I'm like fucking 13, 14, some shit like that. No, like, man, I just want my mama. Like, I don't really care about the stuff that you buying me. And I started crying, bro. And I'm like, and she looking at me like, she crying too, you feel me? Uh, and I'm looking like, please, place in mental facilities and medicated. I was in and out total over total of over 16 times in and out of residential facilities, group homes. Man, you, I had my mom, but she didn't love me. That's what I'm saying. Like, people talk about parents and all that, but a lot of these parents don't love their kids. I do appreciate my mother and my father for showing me how not to be. I ain't gonna lie, for real though. Like, I'll never treat my kids the way my parents treated me. Like I just never existed. Still to this day, they just act like I just don't exist. One thing that I want to say real quick that's just so sick about this world. It's like even when you put a topic Even when you try to organize and talk to your chat and talk to your people, because live streams, we supposed to get to know our viewers, but kind of talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's so sad that in this world today, you can't even talk about nothing. I'm in my live, I titled my live, The Childhood I Never Had, to talk about the childhood that I never had. Why in the hell is it people still here trying to figure out how they can stop me from talking about it? Oh, just be strong. Shh. Be quiet now. Pray about it. Shh. Go get a job. Work. Bro, I'm finna talk about the topic, bro. And if you don't like it, man, you could leave. I'm just keeping it real, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just keeping it real, bro. You could leave, bro. Broken home. I'm just saying, though. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. You say talk, you got a right to. I'm just saying, man. I appreciate that, Myra. I know, and I don't do what people do. I don't cry because I want money. I don't, I don't chase clout. I don't do none of that weird shit that everybody do out here. I'm telling my story to help these young brothers out here. Young brothers, I know some of y'all out there don't got y'all mom and dad. Please keep y'all head up, bro. Number one, put God first. Number two, find you a coat, because it ain't gonna be easy getting through your birthdays. It ain't gonna be easy when you into these brainwash holidays. It's gonna be hard to do a lot of shit without your parents. But number one, Lord forgive. I'm sitting here, look at me, man. Lord forgive me for cursing. Please, y'all, put God first. That's the only thing that saved me, bro. Like that's the only thing that gets me through every day, being positive, being able to walk away from ignorance, being able to, you know what I'm saying? Being able to be me. Real talk. On my soul. I'm for real, man. Just like my wife just said, bro. If my tears and my title or me talk what I'm talking about bothering you, you could leave. But if you're not gonna leave and you here, thank you for staying here. I'm gonna finish talking to you. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't even know where I should go. Like from there, because like you would really feel like, okay, you ain't have your parents, whatever. You should grow up, get you a job. You should be fine in life. Just go on with your life till you realize that it's an ongoing thing and it does not stop. It continues to go. It keeps going and it goes and it goes. And you look like, damn. The only way to get out of it is to not even think about it at all. I ain't gonna lie. That's the best solution that I will give those brothers and sisters out there advice. Just don't even think about it. Because the more you think about it, the more that it's going to, it's going to be tough for you. Straight up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. A lot of y'all people been in his situation before, but you get out the situation and stay silent about your story because you want to forget where you came from. Tell your story, it will inspire someone. Yeah, that's why I titled my. That's why I said I'm gonna make this live today about me and my story and what I went through. Uh, who knows? Maybe my kids could see this video one day and understand themselves. I'm fighting for my kids. They in the system, Um, yeah, my motivation and my guidance on how I came out of growing up in foster care and through all the trauma I went through is to number one, put God first and just cope. I cope with bettering myself. I did learn that none of us perfect though. So you can't like when you bettering yourself every day, like I better myself every day. When you better yourself every day, you can't come down on yourself because you made a mistake. You get what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be perfect though. And some and us kids like me that didn't have our parents, we tend to fuck up a little bit more than the kids who got theirs, and but it might be kids that mess up more than you get what I'm saying. But I also do find it crazy how some kids grow up with their parents and they be worse than us kids that grow up without our parents that become adults. That's backwards to me. But it makes sense to me too because you are gonna become a version of your parent that they weren't as children. That's why kids, when they hear stuff, they repeat it. When they see stuff, they do it. And then you wonder why the kids are licking their toys. They're licking their toys because they see you licking all the time. You know what I'm saying? Um, Growing up in foster care is probably the most disturbing life that I ever had to go through. This one foster parent, man, this lady ain't give no fuck about none of us. It was three of us. It was me, a young boy, and a young girl. And it was a white lady. And she just was lazy as fuck. She didn't do shit. We was able to run around the whole crib. We was running around the whole crib. They was a lot more wilder than me. I was cool though. I was chilling though. This was before I, ended up living with my mother's mother. You get what I'm saying? But that lady was sitting in the same spot. That lady was sitting in the same spot in that crib, and she was letting us go on the front. She was letting us run upstairs, run downstairs. We was able to do whatever the fuck we wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. Um, when I got there, I was really lost because I'm like, shit. I still don't know what's going on with my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning as I'm going through it. Um, I just learned a few years ago that I was in the system. I ain't know what the shit was called back then. I ain't know what it was. I didn't know that I was actually disconnected from my mom until around like 17. Like that's when I was like, oh shit, my mama really ain't gonna be in my life. Then I started like looking for her and shit. You know what I'm saying? They do not be really doing real background checks, mental health checks on these foster parents. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The foster parent, the white lady that was my foster parent, she was lazy as hell. She wasn't. I'm talking about. She did not move. I think the only thing that I remember is when I walked up to the door of my caseworker, and she came to the door and she talked to the caseworker. They let me in. I grabbed my bags and I went in. That was it. After that, I ain't even see that lady. She was in the crib. So a lot of these foster parents, they do stuff like become a lot of people, men and women, they become foster parents because they miserable, because their life is in shambles and they don't know what to do. So they feel like the best thing that they could do is help a child, right? When the whole time we don't know if these foster parents, just like we don't know if these, you know what I'm saying? They not helping these kids. Is they really helping these kids? Because if you're a foster parent, and also I do want to say shout out to the foster parents that are good, that do want to help the children be back with their parents. But the sickest thing that I think about foster parents is a lot of them they don't want these children to return with their parents. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's unfair. Um, I say it's unfair because I would not be able to be a foster parent, like for real, bro. Like I love kids, you feel me? So it's like I get to having your son and your daughter for too long, and I get to like it. I get to loving your daughter and your son as my own child. You know what I'm saying? That's like having your own. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a rental, cause it's like, oh yeah, it's yours for right now. Oh, everything going right, you're gonna have to give him back, and it's like, what? I gotta give this daughter and or son back to their parents after I done just had them for 3 years since they was born, and I done had them for 5 years or 20 years or however long you done had them, 10 years, whatever. Man, I ain't finna do that. And I understand a lot of foster parents, they be so stubborn when it's time. They be so stubborn. They be, nah, I ain't about to. I possibly would be just like y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But then again, you gotta think about it though. Look at me. I became an amazing young man, but like, come on now. How? What if I would have been a better young man, yet the system didn't remove me from my parent? What if my mother could have been a better mother if they would have gave her a chance? This is just a question though, because obviously I'm 34. It's too late. Shit, it's over with now. You know what I'm saying? They just feel like, oh, you have a big enough own clean slate, you can get a kid or two. It's all about the money. Yeah, it's all about the money, because like even with that big old crib, they be in that big old crib, evil as hell. And I feel bad for these kids that are with foster parents that dislike their biological parents. I feel bad for them kids, man. Cause all I be saying to myself is, damn, you don't even know what you in. You know what I'm saying? These kids don't be knowing that. That's why I dislike that, and I dislike baby mama and baby daddy drama. I dislike anything that got something to do with kids. I just dislike that shit, because I feel like, give a dang on kid a chance at least. Don't get to sitting here trying to brainwash them. And you know, a lot of people, they raise kids to be racist and stuff and all type of stuff. Give that kid a chance to grow up, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I was angry because they lied to me. They told me my mama wasn't shit. Everybody told me that. The system told me that. Her family told me that. Her friends, everybody was telling me that shit my whole life. But you know what I realized? Who else was sick that nobody told me? They were sick. The system was sick. Her family was sick. Like everybody was fucking sick. You get what I'm saying though? Do you get my point? Like, so they sitting there trying to tell me about somebody, and I'm like, nah, I mean shit, yeah, but you is too. Like, you is too, you know? I would never leave my sister or my brother fucked up out here like that. I ain't gonna lie. Be making kids' lives worse by keeping them away from their parents. Yeah, that shit don't make no sense. Yeah, it don't make no sense. If I was a foster parent, I would literally make sure the child is strongly connected with their parents. I would even allow the child to see their parents wherever or whenever or however. Me too. If I was a foster parent, I would, especially if you showing consistency with, just being a good parent. You know what I mean? But I mean, technically, we can't even judge a parent as long as you ain't violent and harmful towards your biological child. As a foster parent, I would have been like, shit, you good with me? You know? Uh, man, I just wanted to kind of dive into that. Um, I'm here though. I'm strong. So I got a few great videos for you guys. And I'm trying to see which one I'm gonna use. Shout out to y'all for being here. Oh,
Remember like it was yesterday when the police came. We actually made it to the news. My brother and sisters and I. My mom was on drugs at the time. And before that, my mom wasn't on drugs, but I still remember some of the things she taught me as a kid, such as like
And that's a young lady who is speaking
Locked
on
up in
her
Illinois
story.
juvie at Cook County, the Audi home.
That's a young lady who's speaking on her story of growing up in foster care. Yeah, I grew up in that shit. That shit was wild. It's in the playlist. You see it. I created a new playlist. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I love you, Poopy. Um, you say you created a new playlist. Huh? I don't see it. What you title it? What you title the new playlist? But yeah, growing up in foster care, man, that shit was tough. That shit was so tough. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think the biggest thing was really just growing up, becoming a grown man, and just not talking about this side of my life. Um, I think another one of the worst things was me growing up and becoming an adult and understanding what I went through as a child as I became a grown man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, what in the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like what in the hell is going on out here, man? My.
4 nights ago, she took her to a restaurant and she hasn't seen her since.
Some of the customers noticed that I was acting a little bit off. I was
A little bit off. No disrespect to you, man, but I know you, wifey. You said that you got a video. Um, you said you got a video for me. I'm just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to pull up this video so we could talk about it. But I do want to say some strengthening things, and I want to let y'all know I'll never let this shit stop me from being a great person. That's one thing about growing up in the system. I would say, you know what I'm saying? For sure, bro. I got you. I'm finna do right now for you, Josh. I got you, G. I'm finna shut up right now. Facts. Okay, yes, sir.
Alarming trend of
My
foster
wife,
children.
my wife, she talking about, oh, I didn't even know I was in it. I got my wife all in the camera. Look at her. W wife, man. So before I close out today, inspiration. I'll give y'all some motivation before I get off here on like how I'm making it every day. It look like the sun coming out, so I'm probably gonna get some more light in here. But this is CBS Chicago. This is a news report, and it is titled "Illinois foster care children are moved repeatedly from one place to another and traumatized." A lot of these kids, aren't even moved from place to place and they traumatized. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into this story and see what they talking about. Let's hear what they talking about, y'all. Let's get it.
Mallory forced to move at least 67 times. Carnell remembers at least
67?
30 moves. Both are part of an alarming trend of foster children who were never given a stable home. Dave Savini and the CBS 2 investigators undertook a massive project, digging through the records of every foster child dating back 20 years.
You're going to have to go a little further back to find out about me. Shit, I'm over 30 years old. So going back 20 years ain't far enough.
I had lots of bruises and scars. I still have some scars from being a child.
The few pictures Mallory Stout has from her childhood don't tell the story of her pain and torture.
I was starved. I was locked in the bathroom. I was
Locked in a bathroom? How?
I was held in a bathtub with a baby gate over it.
A baby gate rigged over a bathtub to keep her confined in her own home.
I was essentially
crazy.
caged and treated like an animal.
What was
That's
the
crazy.
triggering event that somebody contacted DCFS and said, I think this child is being abused?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They don't even want us to tell the story of our children because they don't want the truth to come out of what they do behind the damn scenes. Yeah, because they corrupt as hell. If you never heard about foster care and or like that system, bro, that system is corrupt as fuck. I'm telling you, these people are mentally ill patients on the motherfucking loose. They crazy. They cyber stalking me right fucking now, looking at me, jotting shit down. Yeah, saying this on this line. I'm talking about them motherfuckers really out here saying, oh, freedom of speech, he on that saying this. And I'm still looking at them like, bro, I got a freedom of speech, just like y'all have a freedom of speech. You could say anything that you want to say any fucking time, just like me.
Repeatedly would eat out of the garbage can at my daycare because I wasn't getting enough at home.
I couldn't even walk
that's
after a
fucked up.
60-year-old using this honey trick took me to bed.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, like,
that a man who couldn't stay hard
I am not gonna not talk about the bad parents out here, because it's bad parents and it's bad foster parents out here, y'all. Just like this lady talking about her experience, she had a horrible parent. I don't know if she talking about her foster parent or her parent, but it is bad fucking parents out here, straight up. And it's bad, it's horrible, disgusting, racist ass foster parents out here too. So.
By the age of 4, she was hospitalized. Medical records reveal evidence of abuse and neglect, numerous bruises. She even...
I ain't gonna lie, abuse and neglect, it just seemed like that's the popular title for a mother, though. It seemed like, especially if you're a black mother, you damn sure more than likely might end up getting charged with abuse and neglect. It just, I don't know.
Told staff she was shot by a BB gun, then taken into protective custody by DCFS, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services, and sent to a foster family.
Everything was safe, everything was stable, everything was good. It was the perfect family.
But that foster mom became ill. Mallory had to be removed, and DCFS, the system responsible for her welfare, failed to ever find her a stable home. She's just one of tens of thousands of children we found stuck in a cycle of repeatedly being moved.
Just one day, they picked me up from school, and they just dropped me in another place.
A pattern began of ripping her away from one
Damn, they
place
just
and
dropped you in another place? Where the hell you was going? I abolished the use of neglect a long time ago. Yeah, DCFS continues to use it against bio parents and abuse it. Yeah, facts.
after another.
Facts.
Often her belongings.
Especially towards mothers and shit. But this story is crazy, bro.
And
Mallory's
they
story is
just
crazy.
dropped me in another place.
A pattern began of ripping her away from one placement after another. Often her belongings stuffed in garbage bags as she was shipped to different homes, shelters, facilities, and forced to change schools as she was moved across the state.
In the middle of the night, they just dropped me off at this DCFS worker's house.
We first met Mallory 4 years ago.
there's no reason why we should be receiving more abuse within the
You're supposed to
system
charge
than we
with
receive
neglecting
within our
me.
own
Y'all
homes.
think we dumb. That's,
She's part of a group
yeah,
of 14
yeah,
DCF.
y'all think we dumb, and we not. And I do want y'all to know, knowing that I know y'all watching me, I am gonna continue to push peace amongst my channel through exposing the truth.
Best survivors speaking out to try to stop the agency's destructive pattern. Overall, do you know how many?
No,
Lost count?
pretty much.
DCFS records we uncovered reveal she spent 17 years in DCFS and was moved at least 67 times.
Damn.
Sad statistic, but it's the norm. I mean, we know that it's the norm. We know that multiple placements are the norm.
She says her moves from
That's
foster
fucked up.
homes to institutions were followed by neglect and more abuse.
I'm 36 years old. I have nothing
36
leaving a lifelong mark on her.
because
for sure.
being in care, it was wiped away. Slowly, through every placement, something more was gone.
Yeah.
And at the end, you have nothing.
Mallory's path in the system should have been much different. Back in
I felt when she
1991,
said at the
same
end, you
time
have
she was
nothing.
first taken
Shit.
into DCFS custody, a federal court ordered DCFS to follow this consent decree. It laid out systemic failures, and DCFS was told to stop the practice of moving children repeatedly. DCFS keeps data on the history of all the children that come into their care, tracking how often they are moved. We found Mallory is far from alone.
That's all the kids in care.
That's sad.
The CBS2
Damn.
investigators fought more than a year for that data, and through the Freedom of Information Act,
All them
finally
damn
obtained
kids
it.
in the
Because
system.
it is so complicated to understand, we created this visualization.
And that's you.
Shit.
Yeah.
We made a doc for every foster child, about 150,000 in care since the year 2000. We tracked every time they had to pack up.
150,000 kids without their parents, bro.
And move between foster homes, shelters, group homes, institutions, and hospitals. Every child's name removed and instead assigned an identification number.
1729599.
That's Mallory's number, and like her, we found so many children ripped from one place and forced into another. Nearly 62,000 kids. 41% of the children in the system moved 4 times or more. Over 7,000 kids were moved 20 times or more.
What about that one?
Moved 49 times.
We found 900.
I think that's for the white kids in the system, though. Caucasian kids. Us black kids, we don't get moved like that. Or some of y'all might have got moved. I ain't got moved like that. I think I was, from what I remember, I think I was in 1 foster home or 2. And then I ended up going to live with my mom's mom, my grandmother. But they moving y'all is just as bad as leaving y'all somewhere that y'all don't supposed to be. But the fact that we going around the fact that, you know, the history, every parent is not good and every parent is not bad. Just like every foster parent isn't bad, every foster parent ain't good either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like good and bad people in the world. So that's why, like my wife was saying, a lot of y'all need mental evaluations so you can try to figure out like who you is as a person, whether you a foster parent or not. Y'all need mental evaluations to see who y'all is, because see y'all lost in the sauce and y'all don't know what it costs. What year is this? I know for a fact the numbers have doubled, and let's not even mention how much money they make off our kids. Those damn sickos. Yeah, they making hella money. Move over 15 times in 7 years. Oh, damn, I ain't even know that. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Like, traveling is one thing, but to sit here and get taken from your parents, whether they was toxic or good, and to have to get moved over fucking 20 times, 10 times, 5 times.
127 kids moved 49 times. And sadly, like Mallory,
you said what
320
year?
children moved at least 67 times. 44
This
kids, an astounding.
This was made 2 years ago. So if we talking about 150,000 2 years ago, Just imagine now. I know these goddamn caseworkers and shit out here rich than a motherfucker off these kids. Damn.
100 times.
There's this really horrific.
Could you do me a favor?
Kind of
I wanted to close out with a Nancy Schaefer video. Could you put that short video of her talking? To all my people that's in the system, please, 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 RIP Nancy Schaefer. Please watch Nancy Schaefer. She is a very wise woman. She is deceased, but she's very wise when it comes to the system, and she had a very strong message that I'm gonna play at the end of this video. That also helped me with the system. Also, if you have grown in the system, please try to figure out about yourself. You can get documentation and all that. Find out about your childhood, because you will be able to read it in between the lines, and you will be able to see if it's the foster care agency that made your life a living hell, or if it's the foster parent, or if it's your biological parent. You will be able to see that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And not necessarily in black and white, because a lot of these, one thing I learned about this situation when you in the system fighting for your children, they line black and white. So their objective is, and I'm talking about the system line black and white, their objective is to keep you from going back with your parents. So they probably might lie in black and white. You know what I'm saying?
If something is not done to be able to intervene in that, you can have these kids with 20, 30 different placements.
Dr. Michael Naylor is a psychiatry professor at the University of Illinois, Chicago. He runs mental health programs through a DCFS contract.
There's too few specialized foster homes and therapeutic foster homes. There's too few group homes and residential facilities.
He says multiple placement disruptions cause huge trauma.
The ones that we see, all of them are carrying scars that they're going to be carrying with them the rest of their lives.
Were you ever abused in the system?
Oh, yes, plenty of times.
Carnell Brown also knows the trauma of moving.
How many homes were you in?
I'd say about 30. I really moved around a lot.
When you go from home to home, does it make it hard to keep relationships?
I try not to get too attached to people.
Facts. That's how I am now. Especially once you show me you a fucked up person, I'm just like, look, fuck you. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? It's already bad enough. Motherfucker can't even depend on their own family or their own parents and all that, but let alone you think I'm finna keep meeting new people and getting to know y'all? I'd rather just not get close at all.
I think
nope, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I promise to God. I prayed this morning. I even cried in the beginning of my stream speaking about my testimony. I ain't nowhere near mad. I want to help y'all not be mad. It's so easy to never get mad, y'all. The first thing you got to do is just understand whatever it is that's making you mad. When you understand it, it will not piss you off. But if you don't understand it, you probably will end up pissed off. So, could you get him up out of here, though? That's all. I just wanted to let him know I wasn't mad.
Difficulties here are the disruptions in relationships that these kids have.
What kind of damage does that do to a child?
It does a lot of damage.
Hell
He
yeah.
found so many children languishing. The data shows more than a third of kids in care, about 53,000, spent 4 or more years in DCFS, and almost 10,000 kids spent a staggering 10 years or longer stuck in the DCFS system.
God damn. 10,000 kids spent 10 years in DCFS, bro. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I hated about going through this system shit, growing up in this shit, real talk, was sorry, I just had to get somebody up out of here. 10,000 kids in care in 10 years. It's like, bro, no matter how many toys they bought me, no matter how much they bought me, no matter how much they got me, that shit was not working, bro. That's why I started hanging outside. That shit wasn't working, man. I was tired of them video games and all that shit that they kept buying me. I'm like, bro, I just want my parents, bro. Fuck this shit. And unfortunately, when a lot of kids get to that age, that's why when they be talking about kids running away, I'll be looking like, duh, what the fuck? What do y'all thought we was supposed to do? We get to a point where You might believe in your mind that I don't need to be with my father or my mother. That's good for you. I'm happy you been here for me. But motherfucker, I'm gone. I just want to see for myself. I want to be around my parents myself so I could decide if I want to be with them. How the hell you gonna make up my mind for me?
Carnell spent 15 years in DCFS, and the data shows he's got plenty of company. At least 2,500 kids did the same.
Have you lost friendships over that?
Oh yeah, a lot of friends. I have no one that I can really call my friend.
Mallory still
Me either. Well, my wife.
struggles with the abuse she suffered, too. In one home, when she was 9, she was severely punished for wetting the bed.
They removed my bed and made me sleep on the bars off the bunk bed.
She was then beaten, and a special friendship bracelet was ripped off her ankle.
Damn,
It
that
was
was
made
in
by
the
a friend.
hold
Mallory
on.
had to leave during...
What did that happen at?
In one home, when she was 9, she was severely punished.
This was in a foster home?
At least 2,500 kids did the same.
Have you lost friendships over that?
Oh yeah, a lot of friends. I have no one that I can really call my friend.
Mallory still struggles with the abuse she suffered, too. In one home, when she was 9, she was severely punished for wetting the bed.
They removed my bed.
Oh, they said in one home, a foster home that she was in, she was severely punished for wetting the bed. That's why y'all need to start popping up and checking these dang on foster parents, bro. They be evil as hell.
Made me sleep on the bars.
They be
off
so
the bunk
evil.
Bed.
She was then beaten, and a special friendship bracelet was ripped off her ankle.
Damn.
It was made
That's
by a
crazy.
friend. Mallory had to leave during one of her 67 moves.
That's crazy.
Something that small can mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Bracelet kind of represented a lot of things.
Facts.
Yeah. But it's honestly, it's just, it's the cost of being in care.
Mallory now has 3 children of her own. Her biggest fear, one of them becoming another dot.
So those dots on the map mean something.
I wish I could. Man, girl.
Being in care.
Mallory now has 3 children of her own. Her biggest fear, one of them becoming another dot.
So
She say her biggest fear is her children going into the system like her. I never had that fear. But the fact that my children is literally going through what I'm expressing to y'all and what this Mallory story is that's on this CBS channel, and this other young man talking about how he was beaten and he ain't got no friends and stuff, like this is some fucked up shit.
those dots on the map.
And you gotta be a fucking psycho if you really just okay with this shit. Especially when their parents is good.
Mean something.
Yeah. They're a person, they're a life, there's a whole history behind each of those dots. All of those are one of me.
Yeah.
On average, kids in other states get out of the foster care system in about 15 months. But the DCFS data shows Illinois kids spend more than double that amount.
Sorry, y'all. YouTube, what y'all on, man? My wife got a comment that she trying to post. Why I can't see her comment, bro? At the end of the day, what her comment was saying is something that I'm finna say in my version, which is at the end of the day, If anybody need to be in prison or incarcerated or mentally whatever or need help, it's these wicked caseworkers and these evil foster parents and these evil GALs and these evil supervisors and these evil people. They need to be reviewed, looked at, studied, monitored. They need to be supervised, bro. Because these people be having, it's one thing to not like somebody, but it's another thing to not like somebody and make their life shit because you don't like them. See, this how I look at it. If I don't like you, I don't like you. It is what it is. I'm not finna tell you I'm not gonna hire you, though, if you need a fucking job. I'm gonna hire you, bro. Because even though I don't like you, I don't want you to be out here struggling paying your damn bills. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here stealing and you out here bad as hell to people and you stealing from people and you killing people and you doing wrong, then what the hell do you expect? Yes, and when the universe torture those people that are doing wrong, don't come back to the people that you did wrong and try to apologize to them. Well, look, we can try to work on a better relationship. Like, nah, ain't no better shit. Leave me alone. I'm better off without you. Me and my family better off. No, you cannot. It's not okay. It's not all right. Y'all gotta understand this shit, bro. This shit not a game, bro. It's mothers and fathers out here going through the same shit I'm going through. Mallory says she hope her kids don't have to go through it. I pray you don't and your kids don't. But the truth will set you free, y'all. You know what's wrong and you know what's right. We all got a choice. I don't want to hear no excuses. We all have a choice every day to wake up and do two things. Be good or be bad. Let me play this last clip. And as I go into this clip, I just want to say this. For real, y'all. I want to say this, man. Whatever you do, when times get rough for you, and they get extremely rough for you, keep your head up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I just learned this about the system as I became older. I'm gonna flip my camera because I want y'all to see this young woman. Rest in peace to Nancy Schaefer, as she, exposes the truth behind. This is the California Concerned Parents, Senator Nancy Schaefer on Child Protective Services corruption. It is so corrupt. The Child Protective Services are very corrupt, guys. So I'm gonna let this video play out and I'm gonna get out of here. Because for one, YouTube, y'all wild as hell for not letting that. Y'all let my wife comment that though. But y'all won't let her comment the other stuff. That's crazy. But the truth will set you free. We're going to close out with this message. And I am going to do, this live is more so just about me and how I grew up in the system. But I will do a separate live about the system, guys. Because I didn't really plan on going too deep into the system. But it's okay. We finna get it cracking.
Nancy Schaefer. Nancy? Oh, there you are. Yes, Nancy is a longtime Eagle Forum member and leader. She has had an organization called Family Concerns, which was very effective all over the state of Georgia, and another one called Family Concerns Pregnancy Center. She has been in the Georgia State Senate for several terms and is a member of 6 Senate committees. Please welcome our good friend, Senator Nancy Schaefer.
Nancy, let's get it. Long live
Nancy.
Nancy.
Thank you, dear Phyllis, and thank you to all of you. I have served in the Georgia State Senate for 4 years.
Okay.
One of my greatest pleasures, other than my sonogram bill, was getting the resolution passed to stop the North American Union.
I don't know what that means, Nancy, but I'm pretty sure it's good.
However, for 4 years, I have been confronted with families struggling to remove their children from the clutches of Child Protective Services.
Facts.
I wrote a scathing report last year on the corruption in Child Protective Services, and an update and copies are out on the table.
Yeah.
During the last session of the Georgia General Assembly, I introduced Senate Bill 415 relating to juvenile proceedings, and copies of that bill are attached to the report on the tables.
Right.
The bill 415 called for the time allotted for the Department of Human Resources to provide emergency care to a child without a court order to be reduced from 7 days to 72 hours. It required a court order to enter the residence of a parent or guardian to seize a child. It called for family court to be open to the public. Confidentiality and secrecy in family court protects the wrong people. It provided that immunity in the system shall not extend to the seizures of children that are found to be in violation, nor to the administration of medication to a child over the objection of the parent or custodian, and it provided the state from applying for obtaining, receiving, or accepting adoption incentive payments under the Federal Adoption and Safe Families Act of 1997. The Department of Child Protective Services has become a protected empire built on taking children and separating families. This is not to say that there are not those children who do need to be removed from wretched situations and need protection. However, my report is concerned with the children and parents caught up in legal kidnapping. Having worked with probably 300
What you call it
cases,
again, Nancy Schaefer? Because motherfucker be mad when you be telling that truth shit. What you call it, Nancy?
protection. However, my report is concerned with the children and parents caught up in legal kidnapping.
Legal kidnapping.
Having worked with probably 300 cases statewide and hundreds across the country, and in nearly every state, I am convinced there is no accountability in Child Protective Services. I've come to several
It's
conclusions.
no accountability.
2 or 3 are: 1, that poor parents...
There's no accountability. These fucking people do what the fuck they want, when they want, how they want, wherever they want. They don't give a fuck. As long as they make their check and they can go back with their family, they don't give no fuck.
Not always, but oftentimes are targeted to lose their children because they do not have the wherewithal to hire an attorney and fight the system. That caseworkers and social workers are very often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy.
You said what? Hold on, because I know y'all watch me. I want y'all to hear this part
They
real
fabricate.
quick. What'd she say? I want y'all to hear this, since y'all ass love watching me so much, since y'all steady fucking watching my channel, trying to take away my First Amendment. I want y'all to hear this shit.
System.
Now what?
That caseworkers and social workers are very often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy evidence. They fabricate evidence, and they seek to terminate parental rights unnecessarily.
Damn.
That the separation of families and
Damn, do they for real?
the snatching of children is growing as the business grows, because state and local governments have grown accustomed to having these taxpayer dollars to balance their ever-growing budgets. That the bureaucracy is huge. Look at who is getting paid. State employees, attorneys, court investigators, guardian ad litems, court personnel and judges. There are psychologists, therapists, psychiatrists, counselors, foster parents, adoptive parents, and on and on. All are looking to the children in state custody to provide job security. That the Adoption and the Safe Families Act set in motion first in 1974 by Walter Mondale, and later in 1997 by President Bill Clinton, offered cash bonuses to the states for every child they adopted out of foster care. In order to receive the adoption incentive bonuses, local child protective services would need more children. They must have merchandise that sells, and they must have plenty so the buyer can choose. Some counties often offer $4,000 to $6,000 bonus for each child adopted out to
Damn. $4,000 to $6,000 for each child adopted out. Fuck. No wonder why y'all so fucking corrupt. Because if you got 4 kids, 5 kids, or 6 kids, we talking about 4,000 a piece. Damn, that's damn near what, 20, 30,000, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Damn, y'all getting paid.
And an additional.
When a child has been in a mental health for too long, they in the system. When a child has been in mental health for too long and they've been in the system, they have to file for BMN. The money been running low. They have to either return the child home or send them off somewhere else. Okay, makes sense. Oh, I'm sure learning for sure.
2,000 for a special needs child. Employees work to keep the federal dollars flowing. But that is only the beginning figure in the formula in which each bonus is multiplied by the percentage that the state has managed to exceed its baseline adoption number. Therefore, states and local communities work hard to reach their goals for increased numbers of adoptions for children in foster care. As you can see, this program is offered from the very top and is run by Health and Human Resources. This is why victims in Child Protective Services get no help from their legislators. It explains why my bill, Senate 415, suffered such defeat in the Judicial Committee, and why I was cut off at every juncture, and why I was defeated myself last month for my re-election by another Republican. That tax dollars are being used to keep this gigantic system afloat. Many grandparents have called me to get custody of their grandparents before being lost in the system. Grandparents who lose their grandchildren to strangers have lost their own flesh and blood. The children lose their family heritage, and grandparents, and parents too, lose the connection of their heirs. And that the National Center on Child Abuse and Neglect in 1998 reported that 6 times more children died in foster care than in the general public. And
damn, she say 6 times more kids died in foster care than in the general public, bro. How?
That 6 times more children died in foster care than in the general public.
What the
and that
fuck?
once removed.
What is y'all foster parents doing? Fucking practicing on killing? Using these kids as target practice? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Safety. These children are far more likely to suffer abuse, including sexual molestation, than in the general population. Think what that number.
How in the fuck is it more likely for you to either get killed in foster care or get sexually abused in foster care higher than it would be in this world, though? In the whole world. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Is today, 10
R.I.P.
years
Nancy
later.
Schaefer, bro.
Here are a couple of the
We trying to save our
on my
children,
list.
man. Y'all pray for our
independent
children,
audit
man.
of all state child protective services, and for
Pray
a
for
federal
all the
congressional
children.
hearing on
Prayers to all children in foster care and all of that shit, man. That's in the system, period. Prayers to y'all children, man. Pray y'all come out of that and they ain't gotta go
child
through that.
protective services. Abolish the federal and state financial incentives that have turned child protective services into a business that separates families for money. I have witnessed such injustice and harm brought to so many families that I am not sure if reform of the system is even possible.
My family. Yeah, because they blocking your comments because of this. That's another reason why I know a lot of people left and a lot of people just, especially the gang stalkers that's on here, that's a part of this shit. They watching this shit trying to figure out how they can use this shit against me, and I don't give no fuck. Because you can't use something that's the truth against me.
The system cannot be trusted. It does not serve the people.
Come on,
it
man.
obliterates families and children.
I don't trust y'all ass. Y'all some real fucking threats, boy. I do not trust y'all ass. Y'all ass is threats to me and my family, boy.
Because it has the power to do so. What I have said to you in these few minutes is that we must confront the fraud in child protective services. Child Protective Services seizes children using the very system that is paid for by the taxpayer, who actually believes it is used to protect abused and neglected children. The bureaucracy of
You take a child for abuse and neglect and put them somewhere where they either could fucking die or be molested or touched, just like the baby that foster care agency killed, Shermaze. They killed that baby. That foster care agency, man. Allegedly. I don't know for sure, but I just know, like she said, it's a higher chance of you dying in foster care than it is out on the streets. Ain't that crazy as hell?
workers benefit financially by...
Could y'all please go try to help y'all kids get out of this shit? This shit is sick, bro.
System that converts children...
Like me and my wife...
into cash, while destroying their families and their lives. No child who emerges from the system can ever be sound or whole. Many disappear and never are ever heard from again.
Facts.
God will not stand for what is happening to our children and our families. His heart beats for these children. He will lift up.
See, they called us threats, but they got blood on their hands. Come on now. Yeah, the same people that called me a threat, they out here, they done murdered a child. Well, you accusing and you assuming, allegedly, whatever. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I could pull it up. It's public records.
The downtrodden. What is happening in America regarding child...
I just feel like if somebody dies in your hands, whether you killed them or not, you held responsible for it.
Services is a criminal political phenomenon, and it must be brought to an end. Please join me in working to help set our children and our families free. To whom much is given, much is required. As you pray for this nation, pray for the upcoming election, and for our national financial crisis, please pray for our children and for our families. We all must press on and win this race for America. Thank you very much.
The scariest thing is she ended up getting murdered, bro. And when you think about how corrupt this stuff is, you understand why, though. Because, like, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you talking about that. They want to hear you become lost and just be... What they really want is they want you to give up. They don't want you to tell your story. They want you to just give up and fucking fold. But that ain't what I'm finna do. That ain't what I've been doing. So my next video, y'all, I'm gonna talk about the system. Today I just want to talk to y'all about my childhood growing up in the system. But I'm gonna make a live one day about the system and all that. And I'm gonna make a video for y'all about me, so y'all can know who I am. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you have any family that's in the system, or you know anybody that's an adult now that been in the system, check on them. Check on them, y'all. Please, just check on them. Make sure they're good. If you gotta fight for them, fight for them. You do. You, bruh. Huh? I ain't gonna lie. Is this Sir that I used to hoop with? I used to know somebody named Sir. Let me find out that's you. I wish I could go to your page to see if that's you, fam. I only have one homie named Sir. But my daughter's birthday is in 2 days. If anybody wanna just help me get a little something, I'll go to Dollar Tree. Send the nigga $1 or something. Everybody send me $1, I can get her something. If not, I don't give a fuck. I love y'all for being here with me, listening to my story, not judgmental of me, understanding. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. last motivation statements for kids that grew up, that my motivation to the kids that never had a childhood is put God first and cope through becoming better, because it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have some sad days, you're gonna have some mad days, you're gonna have some days that you ain't gonna want to be a part of shit. You might not even want to live, you know what I'm saying? But all I can say is take it a day at a time and just better yourself, and just understand that, you know, life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Jake, what's up? You late, Jake. You late, man. You walked in at my closing remarks. But I was just wrapping up with motivation to the kids that experienced what I did, which is not having a childhood, not having parents, growing up in the system. But as I was telling people, man, like I said, my daughter's birthday is coming up in 2 days. My Cash App pin below if y'all got any hearts out there, or if y'all in a giving mood. But if not, I don't care. I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope that y'all subscribe to the channel. You know, support has had a high turnover rate. I need to ask y'all a few things because I don't know what y'all want. So y'all let me know in the comments right now if you want me to make a video, not a live stream, but a video about me from a child to a teenager to right now. If so, I will do that for y'all. If y'all don't say y'all do, I think I'm still gonna do it because I've been wanting to do it. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Support the channel. If you have a channel, please let me know as well. I will support your channel as well.
Nobody love us. Nobody but us.
Right. Yeah. You say show us a reaction video. For sure, man. And what do you mean by show y'all a reaction video though? Like, what you want me to react to something with y'all or something like that? Jake, thank you for the idea. Wifey, could you remember that? Well, I might have to screenshot that real quick because I want to remember that format, because I always knew how I was gonna talk in the video, but I never thought about my title and shit. Documentary style, yeah, surviving the hood. I think mine gonna be a documentary, surviving growing up in Chicago. I don't want to make a long ass weird title. No, I don't want to do that. But I like how y'all, okay, we gonna do that like that then.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You're now tuned in to GOAT Radio. I'm your
You
host.
say, so you say make show us a reaction video about me.
Too many exclusive from my brother.
Amazing idea. Shout out to Sir and shout out to Jake. I like that. So I'm guessing off of y'all ideas. What if I put a video together with me? Yeah, I just had an idea. I should put a video together with me, kind of talking about my journey through life and adding in clips when I used to be in the hood, you know what I'm saying? When I used to, like that, not just surviving. Oh, snap. Not just surviving. You used it to make you a better man. Facts. Yeah, I think that's going to be my favorite part. That's going to be my favorite part, is like the improve me. Like, I ain't going to lie. I used to be an asshole. I used to be like, I ain't going to lie. I don't think I was likable back then, bro. Like, like maybe I would say, can do another interview. Yeah, facts. I'm tripping, man. My wife's cooking too. You said I could do another interview. How y'all feel about the interview too? Yeah, I think the interview is pretty cool too. But I think specifically it has been on me. God has put it on me to make a video about me for my channel, because people don't know who I am. They probably just look at my channel and be like, oh, he finna upload a video. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he finna upload woo-woo-wah. Oh, he finna upload. How's that gonna go viral? All he did was a layup. One whole time, yeah, I hoop and all that. But like, I'm a real person though. Like, it's hooping is another part of my journey too that changed, that saved my life. That's crazy. We actually interviewed a couple months back. I think I got it between 3K and 6K views. I forgot. My wife did interview me a long time ago. I don't know if it's in my live stream or what. But you say show the change. Yeah, I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna work on that video. It's gonna take. I'm gonna try to get it out there today. But I edit all my videos. It was a few months ago. Oh, okay. So it was a few months ago. It was an interview if y'all want to see that. But I edit all my videos, y'all. So y'all gotta take y'all time with me. I don't know how long this video gonna be. This documentary slash I would say awaken video was gonna be, but I'm definitely finna start working on it. And like I said, man, I can't help but keep saying that my daughter's birthday is in 2 days. And I ain't afraid to say I need a little assistance, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not also humble enough to understand that we all fucking struggling, bro. Like we all fucking struggling. Like it ain't nobody out. I'm sorry, it is people out here that's extremely wealthy, rich, and all that shit. But like a lot of them be struggling mentally. But you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You know, we all go through it, man. We all go through it. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Y'all don't even know how to put candles out. Did y'all? Did y'all ever know how to put a candle out? Let me show y'all a trick. Yeah. Anyway, man, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Sir. Shout out to Jake. Shout out to Danny. I appreciate y'all. I said Danny like that ain't my wife. That's my wife. Niggas be thirsty for my wife too. I'm gone, y'all. Love y'all, man. I promise you I love y'all, man. My daughter just turned 17 and I only just met her. Bro, I have a daughter that I haven't even met yet. My story is fucking crazy, bro. No lie to you. I have a daughter that I still haven't met yet. Still to this day, I've never seen her in person. Never talked to her or nothing. So yeah, I got a story to tell y'all. I know it's getting dark. That's because I really finna get off of here and I'm still talking. But like I said, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like the video, comment, subscribe, replay it. If you late, like Jake, I know you late, so you might have to rewind it and see the beginning, man. I kind of opened up in this video about myself. Shit, y'all start over. Keep going. Keep trying. Keep striving. Keep fighting. And everything gonna be all right, y'all. I love y'all. Keep y'all head up and just know if I could change y'all, if I could change from a hood nigga to a black, not even a black, to a melanin father, husband, strong man, I promise you if you evil, you could turn back good, man. I promise you if you bad, you could turn good, y'all. It's hope. There's hope.